These are those moments I don't think anybody else is going to forget.
Gonna be Mousesports with that T-side start. And early on, leaning over towards B, they're trying to open up with a duel onto Dupree, and they do trade out onto him. And actually, Rops is going to follow up with a double. I knew I was right to pick Rops, man. He's so good. And there's a third. He just keeps on going in and keeps getting kills, keeps getting rewarded for it. Now, while Rops has set the round up and he put the puzzle pieces where they're meant to be, Frozen could be the real key to this round. Ready to lurk his way in through the back line and cut down these rotations. They do check for him. S-Tag gets the information. So they know there's a man behind them, but that now leaves them in a very awkward spot. Like, you're in the trap, you're aware of it, it's closing up on you, and Chris J is there to pull the trigger. Frozen finishes it off, and Mousesports, but even there on LAN, you know, Mousesports were able to beat them. They went on to win that entire event, and then when we've seen them meet online since then, Mousesports have looked really good. And obviously, once again, that was with kind of fluctuating Astralis'es. But I don't know. I think Mousesports could surprise us here. Awesome. However, Carrigan gets surprised early on by the Deagle, and S-Tag's going to chime in with another. If I keep talking, Hugo can't latch on.
So you're just regular sucking.
Someone had to say it, didn't they? Well, as Harry holds down the cough button, unable to contain himself, Glaive holds down the middle area. Dupree as well with a 1-dig, but not in the face, only in the chest, and Rops is running. In a boxing ring.
Oh, in a foot race? I'm not surprised.
Foot race, maybe, yeah. I'd be willing to put that to the test. Rops, he's getting tested in T-Spawn, and he might get out alive, but S-Tag.
But ever since it came into Tracer's ownership, they've just replaced it with the doors, standing firm. Immediately, Frozen falls. Now, so it might just come down to one of these mid-crawls to begin the round, and that's what's going to happen. B-Mass opens up, Glaive gets the trade and keeps Astralis in the driver's seat. But look at Carrigan.
Trying to carry again from shore. He's only got a scout though. Chris got through the Molotov, so he's very deep. Deals a Glaive inside of the smoke, and now in the sight, it's Dupree dead as well. B is open, and Mousesports don't know it just yet. They're about to realize bomb getting planted. Carrigan, he's dropped off Cat to have this mid-cross try and cover the rotations, but Device expects it and tries to hunt him down with a big scout. The old AWP. Tunnel wrap coming through, Carrigan. Oh my, they're just hopping through. S-Tag, his movement again is so entertaining, and Device steals the kill away. Now Chris J at the back of the boxes, Device holding for it. He saw a gun swap there, he knows what to expect, but Rops is up closer and Chris has spammed the smoke. Device wants to save that smoke down. It spells disaster for Astralis.
Yeah, and I don't want to keep bringing up old wounds here, but, well, Device is going to have to.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, well, we got the long play coming in, don't we? Mousesports, they're fast into the firing line, but there's a reason they call it the firing line, and it's a line that gets fired down, and it's Device to open the round up. 5-on-4, Device. Oh, that was close. There's no prizes for close. You got to hit the mark, and Device knows that better than most. Here comes the re-peek. For Device holding, and Carrigan doesn't know it yet, but he walks to his demise. Device, that's a quick flick, my word.
Considering Frozen's holding for it as well, Device, if he goes through this, you'd like to think Frozen would hit the shot, but then again, it is Device. He's not going to hit the flick. Frozen taking that kill and putting Mousesports a man up. Now they can set up for this A-split.
Yeah, Glaive has heard this, but won't be hearing any more now that Rops has removed him from the round. They dump the utility in, and Mouz don't commit right away. They actually drop Chris into CT, and now they will commit. They realize, like, Chris is in A, mate. He's in the site, and he's locked it down. Now, down in the pit, there is still S-Tag.
That's cool, because the bomb's planted on A, so doesn't look like he's going to be doing much about that.
Yeah, but if they come this way to hold on to these weapons, S-Tag, well, now they know he's here. And for Carrigan, but 6 on the board for Mouz. And this is where it's all getting a little bit exciting, isn't it? Rops topping the charts, but he's got a pretty strong supporting cast around him.
Not in a position where he can get caught, though. fast in for Mousesports, waiting for no one. Smoke on the site. Magic's pulling out his gun at just the right time, gets BMAS, and that Molotov caused commotion for Mousesports. Everyone flashed out. They're going to have to bail and go back to middle. Frozen from long. He gets dropped down the bottom, and Device is going to stop them jumping up the catwalk. Great shot. Carrigan now in the one-on-one. Device hanging on, and he's got another as well. Just Rops left up. 1-on-5. The B play not working.
Yeah, if you're Mousesports, this is an indicator right here. Astralis. Mousesports might have just woken a sleeping giant. Device.
Taken tons, but he's just looked away. Rops is late to the party, and so he could have this flank timing. Dupree, oh dear, he got shot in the back. He's lived to tell the tale. He's not going to get out for long, though. Rops receiving some damage, but still comes out on top. And Mousesports was just about to cross Cat. They would have been seen by Dupree holding on. Now, not only the lack of info, but a player dead on that B bomb site. He's tempted Mousesports for a mid to B. They're going to go out with a smoke. Great entry from BMAS. He's down to 5, but he does stay alive, and that leaves one man and one man only in the B site. Magic's dropping Rops. He was already low, and now Magic needs to do all the heavy lifting through the door. He can't pick a target, and BMAS follows up. 2 opening kills for Mousesports into the site, and that's going to be a 7th.
Or is this dress gold?
Oh, dear.
Ah, yes. That's the one that we can get a definitive answer for. Hugo, would you say it's more of like a tangerine or perhaps
Lilac.
Oh, well, look at this. No lilaxing, no relaxing today as Glaive puts up 1 on the cross. It's Carrigan getting the short end of the stick. And now the bomb going down. Chris J putting in those numbers. Gosh, the utility just absolutely destroying him inside of the site, but he's somehow still alive. He's been naded, he's been mollied, he's been flashed, but he still keeps on fighting. And Frozen clearing out long. That's a little bit ugly. And now they know he's here. Suddenly it's gone from like, don't worry guys, I've got long, to like, oh my god, I'm gonna die at long. And he does. Rops now trying to hold it down from short, and he's left in it all alone. Damage for Rops. Surely this isn't winnable. Surely not. There's so little time left. They've got to get on it quick. Rops is playing for time, but he's only got 6 bullets. He's done damage, but sadly, the stick comes in for Astralis. That is a damn good try from Rops.
Oh, the nade. It's not going to finish the job, but a flick to Chris to put him on 16. Oh, Glaive, you absolute madman. He goes right through the smoke with a nade, knowing Frozen was going to back up to avoid the damage.
Oh, here comes the util. Device. Can he keep putting on a show? The answer, looking like a yes. The bomb falls into CT, and Device is their undoing. 35 seconds for Mouz, and somehow they've got to come up with a plan. They've got to hatch a plan to drop into CT and take that bomb back. Rops opens up with 1, but they're fighting a losing battle. This bomb still under the control of Astralis, and they realize that now. They don't overextend. They fall back into CT, and so that means Mousesports, they've got no choice but to go into the belly of the beast. It's a 2-on-2. They drop that smoke, and that's let them get the bomb. Dupree has tried to deny it. He's up through the smoke, and Rops flicks onto him. Somehow, Mousesports, they've gotten back into this. They had absolutely no business winning this round, and now they sit in a 2v1. Glaive up on the catwalk. They are both very, very low, so there is a chance, but it's only a chance for Glaive. Dropping into CT, and there's the peak from Rops at long. Wow. How on earth did Mousesports just pick that back up?
Astralis haven't seen him yet. They're already peering towards mid. Like, where are they? There's 20 seconds. They're not out yet. They're long. S-Tags drop 1. Frozen needs this trade. They need A. Device is still on the car. Above the smoke, a missed shot uncharacteristic. He's going to follow up, but now turning back to long, trying to get this control back from Frozen, who mollies it off, and Device goes through the fire and the flames. Bomb plant for Carrigan only just, and that's if they allow it. They could swing to stop. 4 seconds as the plant comes through, and Carrigan can't even scope in time. Matches. Can they see Dupree is the question we're wondering. Because Dupree might be able to see them.
And Dupree.
That's a good one.
Oh, fast flick. Back for another bomb there. Not anymore. And BMAS, he might want to get out of there alive. Better than dead, that's for sure. Smoke down, though, and dupreeh will not let you enter his sight. Carrigan looking for his first kill in the last round of the half. He might have it against Device, but backing up into the sight, he almost gets away, and he does get away. Carrigan, oh no, things are scary.
Like
He's calling for support. Device scoped up, trapped Carrigan, bait peek, forces the AWP out, and Device gets another. Can he shut down the round of the half? Yes, he can. It's Device. 7 rounds for Astralis.
Rops needs to keep being this hero. But Carrigan, here it is. First kill. Any more? No, that's it. But still, one is better than none.
True.
Here comes the long play. There's a big gap in those smokes, and Chris J just plucks one away through it. Device goes for the USP. Bomb can go down here, but it's got to cross out of Goose. Luckily enough, BMAS isn't challenging. Mousesports, they sit with a man advantage in this retake. Device takes it away, mate. Makes it look far too easy. Come on, Device, give us a few more. There's a second. And a third, maybe. Maybe Device, come on, get cheeky with it. Get jiggy with it. On the corner, looking for the peak, but it's BMAS who will get the better of him. Now him and Frozen left in this 2-on-2. And Magic's making his presence known at long. BMAS quite the task ahead of him, and he runs out of ammo. Astralis, they're bailing down towards CT, but BMAS, well, he has found the first, still looking. Oh, there's the headshot. But not enough time. The kit was down right there by his feet. I think he would have had time if he got the kit.
It's really hard to say, isn't it?
Especially going back up the ramp like that. There's really just...
that he is more than up to the challenge, and that gets scary for Mouz. They've got 2 players here inside of B. Rops is one of them. He's got to go huge, but he's cancelled out immediately by Glaive. Frozen has to buy time.
Oh, they just run through the door. Carrigan's in spawn, and he will shut it down. There's still a man hidden in the smoke. Frozen trying to buy as much time as he can, and he catches S-Tag jumping through. This is great play from Frozen. He doesn't need to take any fights, but BMAS coming in through the window will get sniped out. Frozen dropped by the AWP, holding in tunnel, and somehow this is turned back into a 2-on-2. Astralis getting fast flanked, though. Chris is right behind them. He won't see Device until he's already out of the tunnel. Oh, Device hasn't moved. Chris, he can stop the bomb part as well. He's tapped down one and the second. AWP retrieved, round saved. It's a fast flank that gets Mousesports up to 9.
Look at Chris waiting for this flash to come in from BMAS. Oh, it's a little bit awkward. The flash goes in, and while some were blind, S-Tag was not. Gonna get the better of Chris J, but luckily enough, Carrigan has helped keep things in a 4-on-4. Because if Glaive is allowed to get by, like if he beats BMAS in that fight, Carrigan is absolutely screwed, like beyond your wildest dreams inside of this A site. Instead, he plucks one from the rankings, once again beating an AWP on the other side, and BMAS does win that all-important cat fight. And so now just 2 players, slowly but surely working their way into A, while Mouz set up for the retake, and Carrigan's in with another.
Bomb plant from S-Tag, 1-on-4. Molotov's going to come out, but that bomb plant does come in, and he's got to try to get away from it somehow. Big shot from Rops.
On the build-up to Woxic's departure, and since he left, even more so. So let's see. Rops delivers the opener onto Glaive, and once again, it's Mouz taking a man advantage to start the round.
But he makes it look good. S-Tag, does he check the corner? No. Not offer himself up, not die before this necessary. The short plant coming through, though. Device gets it down, and Astralis have places to back up into. Oh, in-sync kills. And dupreeh in a 1-on-5. There's the start. Heads only, but Frozen responds pretty quickly. And Mousesports, they'll get a retake on the board.
But as it turns out, they're right on time. Op shot from Device starts to open up catwalk just a little bit. They're going to take more than a can opener as Molotov gets dropped.
He's found his timing out. He's moving through long right now. And yeah, it's a commitment on the flank. Surely Astralis are taking the A site. Chris has his timing. It's not bad at all. BMAS trapped behind the smokes and the mollies in the spawn. Chris is sneaking, but as said, Device is ready for it. And oh my, missed shot. Chris gets him back, and now Mousesports, they're in for a chance.
Yeah, it's not going to be easy though. It's a 4-on-4. Frozen going to line up a flashbang to help old mate Chris. Over on the catwalk, dupreeh retrieving the molly from his teammate's body. Oh. That's going to delay Chris J even more. A lot of time ticked off this bomb. Whatever Mousesports do, it's got to be quick, and it's got to be damn finessed. And, well, Glaive and dupreeh making quick work of the retake. There's not going to be time for Mouz, but they can take players down with the bomb, and that's not that bad of an outcome. Molotov, but that just puts him more in the fight than ever. Oh, that's a bit messy. Runs into mid. And now they realize the extent of which they've lost this control. Carrigan trying to hold on to short, lands the tag at least. The Molly going to keep Astralis back. They want to go through it. They don't want to play these reindeer games. And Carrigan dropped by the long flank now, in for a world of hurt of Mouz. Chris trying to do what he can. Both players are low on the catwalk, but sadly, that's not information that Frozen is going to be aware of. And honestly, okay, Device. Not the most necessary peak. The bomb is also dropped off the Xbox. They've had to go back for it. Frozen didn't see because he was flicking around like a madman. But this buys Frozen time. And did that peak from Device spur on Frozen and awaken the beast that lies within? Glaive is wrapping around long. Frozen has a temporary 1v1 and he lands the shot. Now Glaive on the rotate and Frozen's going to have no idea. Glaive should have this round locked in. And it looks like he might. That nade, if that goes in, that's going to give up the aim of the game for Glaive. Frozen, this should have never been around, but Device invited him with that peek. And now he sees the arm. Glaive's been dropped, and Frozen has done it. 14 on the board for Mouz. They wrote it off too soon, and Frozen shows them why you have to pay him his respect. 14 on the board.
Smoke down in the spawn. Double B setup. Rops is here with the AWP as well. He has the wide swing covered. They could walk up close, but dupreeh goes in, and Rops takes him out of the round immediately. Good start for Mousesports, but there's many more where that came from. Glaive running down B. Frozen's got to watch two angles at once. The tunnel's still with Magis there. The smoke comes in. They don't respect it, and Glaive gets traded. Frozen falls off the boxes, and will only find two. Good hold on the B bomb site, but Device gets out alive, and Magis can plant.
It looks like they just want to hunt down the one man in the site, and I love that from Mouz. They knew Device was in middle, so now he's got a clutch, and he can't get past BMAS. Mouz, they arrive at map point 15 to 11.
Because you don't want to let Astralis get back in the game. We know they can do it. Just jumps out long backwards even. Dodges a flash, pulls shot from Carrigan. He's not there alone. They're going to try to hawk down Carrigan, and what that's going to do is nothing. Chris J with a spray. Eventually, Chris J falls.
Device is grabbing the bomb. BMAS is alone for the time being on that A site. Already catching Glaive crossing to the car. There's one more where that came from, but S-Tag doesn't want to swing just yet. He's going to sneak up through the smokes. Rob's not to know. BMAS spots him, and deep along his Device. BMAS backs up, and he can stay alive here, but swings for the fight, and S-Tag takes him. Rob's in a fade, and he's got the shot. Rob's V Device, as now Frozen comes up on the catwalk. The 2-on-4 that couldn't be done in the round prior is now a 2-on-1, and Device.
With Frozen holding from Cat and Rops down in CT, the moment this flash goes out, they know Device is here. He gets by, but narrowly so. 8 HP, but there's the kill on a Frozen, and maybe Device is in with a chance. Taps the bomb, but Rops holds his ground, and Mousesports, they take their map pick of Dust 2.
And outside they go.
Yes. Outside. I think I've been there once. Astralis looking like they want to try and make the cross happen. Carrigan actually got dinked. Don't know how or where exactly, but it happened, and we all saw it, didn't we? So you're all in on it now too. dupreeh and Glaive opening up. Carrigan, despite being low, delivers the first kill in this round, and now he's got to go above and beyond that, as it's just him and BMAS left. What do they do? What do they want to do? Because right now, the only thing that looks certain is death here at ramp. But BMAS is the one dishing that out in high supply. 2-on-3 as the bomb goes down. And there's a late rotation in through the vents from S-Tag. So temporarily, it is a 2-on-2 on this lower site. And now S-Tag arrives. Carrigan's got that info, but he's not ready for a man fast in the window. However, Carrigan's left BMAS in a somewhat doable round, a 1v2. BMAS didn't get the kit, however, and he still hasn't. There we go. No, that's a flash. Hang on, mate. You still haven't got it. Go back again. BMAS Hello?
Get it.
The kid's back there. He's looking for the kills. He's got no other choice at this point. He's wasted so much time trying to figure out what to do. And while he does deal with Device, sadly, there's just no time in the round. Nice attempt from BMAS. And he actually gets all the kills.
Not all the kids, though. But this is the buy. This is the rifle round. Frozen watching the smoke. Oh, okay. That's a dangerous spamming first. No matter what side you're on, you spam first. The others can see your traces, and they're going to trace back. Frozen turns around. Oh, bad timing. He gets the dink, but nothing more. Dupree with an opener into main. Does that tempt Astralis towards A? Chris is in B right now, watching Secret with the AWP. Oh, Carrigan falls off. And Device, the opener to A. 2 more players here. Chris is clearing lower, and he's done that. Glaive gone. Now the bomb out the door. There's a player in heaven and another on the site.
Yeah, Device holding heaven, though. Gets damage onto Rops. Doesn't get away with the kill. And that there saw S-Tag just get deleted. BMAS waiting at the hut. And it's left on to Dupree. 9 HP. 1v3. He's all right. Dupree time. Let's go, Dupree. Knows where one is, but is that enough? Back to outside, and he quickly dodges the chance of giving up the trade.
You want to think about going towards heaven? I'll send you there.
Gives up ramp. A gamble with the B-bomb site. Carrigan pushing lobby. Good timing. Glaive has looked away. Oh, he just sees the feet as well. This info is Mousesports, and Glaive doesn't know what's about to hit him. He swings back in. Carrigan, oh dear, he needs this kill. He can't afford to die, but Glaive has got him. Somehow, some way, BMAS needs to trade, but Glaive sneaks out of the lobby back to T-spawn. Astralis on B. S-Tag's been here a while, so is Rops, and he's going to drop the bomb. 2 for Rops. 1 more to find, but Dupree's there with a trade, and this is all over the place.
Oh my goodness, what a disaster in the lobby otherwise. Chris J takes an op shot from ramp. A little bit of damage onto himself. Dodges a grenade. And, well, for him, it's going to be Bemis that helps inside of Decon. That's going to give them an opening in this round. Dupree and Glaive left alive.
Oh.
Things have started to dwindle. Just into Bemis' hands. He's going to peek the Decon door, and Dupree is feeling himself. Oh, not going to preach about hygiene up here, but might be about time.
Oh, through the door with the flash. BMAS caught in the open. S-Tag running him down with a MAC-10. Even dinks Dupree, but the job is done. And Mousesports are out. They want nothing to do with this. Already Chris has dropped out of the heaven, wrapping main. Are they just going to straight up save? Smoke spams, nothing connecting. Mousesports are begging for a kill so they can actually try and give this a go. The wallbang shot is getting very close for Chris, but Mousesports are aware they've lost B. They're just simply setting up for a retake and looking for a lurk. There is still one in the lobby. That won't be apparent till later. Device holding this down, and he's got the shot. Chris peeks into it. Molly in the vent. Rops grabs the AWP. Do Mousesports want to give this a go? They've got no kit.
Yeah, they also left money so they could buy next round anyway. So I feel like they were already leaning towards just not really going for this round if the B play came in. Lo and behold, the B play came in. And so they're not going for the round. It's kind of...
Here we go.
Something that Astralis did in that round there that was pretty cool is they opened up the double doors down on B.
Nightmare. S-Tag checking the rafters above. His barrel might stick out, but Carrigan's got the kill. Quickly falls off. Glaive now trying to pounce as well. He will. Dupree with another opener into the A site. BMAS is dead in the water, and Frozen could get smoked off here. Dupree has yet to clear the close main position. Chris in the vent making noise, trying to bait them in. Frozen with 1. He doubles down. Bomb drop. Chris drops as well. He won't stick around on the ladder, and Rops won't stick in this round at all. Device getting caught with his back turn. Magis spams Frozen through the smoke, and Chris in the vent from earlier has gone on the long wrap round. Does Magis know?
Chris isn't being discreet about it, and now Magis has heard the information. Oh, Chris as well is playing the timing game. Magis was kind of relying on the peak there. Now he's got to barrel into the site to get this bomb down. Plant's going to come in with just enough time left. He's near the spam spot, but Chris going to try and feign getting up on top of the heart. Hops down, Magisk tucked away, hidden. Can't see a thing on either side.
I don't like this.
Chris is terrified. How on earth are you going to approach this? Magis swinging for the peak, and Chris, he plays it patiently.
But Robs is here, and he can alert whether players are coming or not. He gets 1, falls off, and that's honestly enough for Astralis. They probably won't go down there after that. crossing past main with the smoke. Frozen spotted, leaving Hell. S-Tag back in the hut, looking for that entry onto Carrigan just above him again. Frozen's trying to get the info outside, but he does get spotted. And oh boy, the AWP's coming back for Chris.
Slowly but surely ascending into heaven, and Frozen trying to put them back where they belong. Here he is with one, but dupreeh trades it. S-Tag with a great flurry into this A site. He's in with 3. And suddenly it went from looking dire for Astralis to a 1 round as this bomb now looks to go down. Chris J left in the clutch, not going to be able to deny that plant. Rerouting over into main. Both players were looking at heaven. No one even considering main just yet. But S-Tag tucking himself in the site. He can afford that privilege of only watching the heaven area. Chris, what's he going to do? How on earth do you want to navigate this one?
He's got to do it quietly. It's not like he can scope and walk all the way in from mini. It's obviously too much opposition. He's going to see S-Tag elects to go for the no-scope. Not much of a choice there, but to go for that. And speaking of AWPs, Chris holding his from heaven. He's going to have a shot on the outside player. He finds just that. Mouz'a's down. And finally an advantage here for Mousesports in this round. He's going to reposition himself. But here comes the brunt of the hit, or at least some grenades used over here towards the ramp. And Astralis want to pressure Rops, who's going to go ahead and give it up. And they want to chase him too. Hey, you got an op? Guess what? We'll be taking that from you. Maybe.
Oh dear, Rops is not in a good spot. They are all around him. Not going to be able to land it. And so they just charge him down. The B site now belongs to Astralis. They put the Danish flag in.
That's it.
Yeah, they've declared this territory as their own. Mouse, what are they going to do? They're conflicted. It's a 4-on-4. They definitely have a chance, especially with Glaive tagged up. Now, waiting initially for everyone to get into position, hoping that Astralis gives something over, but they haven't yet. Doors swing wide, and Carrigan does get one before getting traded. Chris keeps it in the advantage of Mouz. Frozen, walking to his death, and S-Tag still putting up numbers. Device helps him out and is there to see it through to the very, very end. Astralis, they get 9. So now they will send a man down. Carrigan arriving, but yeah, not the best time for Carrigan to make his appearance. Glaive shortly there deletes him. And now this B site looking to get tested again for the side of Mouz. They rotate somebody down. It's Chris J running the gauntlet. And when I say running, I mean like he has got his running shoes on. Whoop, no scope, and it lands, but Magis lives to tell the tale. That would have been sick. That would have been Chris J starting something magical, but instead it might be the beginning of the end as Mousesports have no choice but to save, and even then their numbers dwindling as they're picked off one by one like something out of a horror film. Device, the scariest villain of them all, here with this AWP, does get dealt with by Rops.
Yeah, Mousesports haven't felt like any need to try and battle Astralis outside and try and win these like fights when Astralis cross 4 down secret or towards garage, and that's what it's often been, just S-Tag and lobby and 4 outside for Astralis. But as a result, Mousesports are attempting to retake and play into this lower site, but they just haven't got position. They haven't got early rotates B. When they do, they often lose it early. And Chris, he feels the need to do something, otherwise Mousesports save. The second he dies, Mousesports save because they've got nothing else to show for it. So low are these players. Glaive trying to flash Rops out. He's done that. Rops has moved over. And oh boy, up close with the AWP, looking the wrong way. Glaive has got him, but the bomb takes him down. Both of them were dead regardless.
But he's the only guy to go fast. So now Astralis pump the brakes, go back to this slow style of play. Rops could catch a timing here. He's just seen S-Tag go back into the vent. And S-Tag's got no idea. Absolutely none. Blindsided by Rops. Man advantage taken for Mouz as they try and bail themselves out of this half at the final hurdle. Looking for a 4th. Rest of the gang are moving in ramp side. And no one's here for Mouz. Ramp is free. Astralis are like, yeah, man, we'll take that. We'll take ramp. We lose 2, but we get ramp. That's cool. Rops here. He hears the footsteps. He knows that by giving up his position, they could be here, and they are. And Rops in with a second before getting traded. This round is all over the place. Glaive is in hell, while Magisk is still down here at B, trying to keep bodies here. What's Glaive's master plan? He's moving up over towards heaven. They lose Magisk, though, and with that death, the bomb as well. So disaster strikes at this B site for Astralis.
just about finishing the job. There's one for Glaive. He's doubled down. 15 seconds. They're here to stop the plant, but he's got to drop dark if he wants to get that bomb back under his control. BMAS won't let him. Pressure immediately put on.
And then one day, Big Bad Rops tried to throw a smoke into Big Main.
And then, suddenly, well, from atop the hut, there was this very nasty man. And Chris said, no, 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 nasty man. And he protected the younglings in his team. And boy, oh boy, S-Tag and Device, they didn't know what hit them. And that there is the story.
Dude,
Look at that. Look
You will read me a book if I buy you a book.
It depends on the length. Yeah, you got to pay me, though. Glaive, big brain. Big throwing arm, lobs it into the lobby and gets 2 down to 60. Frozen, if he goes through this smoke, he is dead in the water. No, he's not. I take it all back. I never said a thing. Frozen,
yeah, right.
immediate headshot onto Glaive through the smoke. Now into A. Madge has got to anchor this site well. He's got to spray. Dupree's helped him out. They're both still standing. Dupree with another, and it's falling apart for Mousesports. Chris is out of there with the bomb in tow.
Yeah, everything was looking real good for Mousesports up to that point. So perhaps they can piece it together here in the latter stages of this round.
B is theirs. This is a really doable round for Mousesports if Astralis don't play things very smart. Device, he has him trapped behind the site, but Chris can't leave as a result. The bomb's planted for him. He faked it in case they had decon. There's the peak. Device, scalp remover. It's onto Frozen.
Yeah, this is a pretty tall order for Frozen, but we've seen him win rounds like it before. Magis makes noise in the vent, trying to draw his attention away from Secret. Frozen playing the hiding game, playing the timing game, and he's found himself in a pretty good spot. He lets them all cross, and Frozen, you tricky man, coming in, takes them off the bomb. Surprise! They don't know where he is, and Frozen's in with another. It's all left onto Device, and there's just no time. That is an absolutely huge round from Frozen. He can't get through this. They're smoked off outside, but he sees Glaive counting footsteps as they run by. That's a weird situation for Rops to find himself in. Dupree arrives fast on the scene, but he's got backup. Magis called in to mop this one up for when all goes wrong. Magis not able to put any more up, but there is still another man in the vents. Glaive has watched his teammates perish around him and now emerges in the back line. BMAS caught, but he somehow lives to fight another day. Looking for the players up in the window. BMAS has dropped one, and now we're into this 2-on-2. It gets now very finicky, and it's all about hitting these timings. Coming down the vent is Device, but he gets bested. And this was a 2-on-4. Now it falls onto Chris J to keep the clutches rolling in for Mousesports. Smoke down. Glaive taps the bomb, waits for the spam, but Chris J playing the mind games. Glaive, you want to try and outsmart me? Good luck, my friend. That second tap has baited Chris in. And sadly, Chris J had just really committed. And that's the thing, right? It's easy to say that, oh, well, he should have just not gone through the smoke.
That's how it probably should have gone.
So Goliath wins against David.
In a reality like this, probably. But right now, it's Chris spamming smokes. And Glaive's going to go down early. Device holding the cross. Main smoke down, but he is in the back of the garage. And he is really hiding, playing it tight, avoiding the flashes and going back for the fight. We've already crossed past him. Second flash is great. S-Tag's in hell, but he's smoked off as well. Device, he could drop the bomb here. Carrigan's alone outside, but he's going to hit an absolute banger of a shot. Jumping up. S-Tag's here. He just climbed the ladder. Is he ready for this one? There's 2 players coming in. He's just crept out onto the rafters, but they have his number. The player on the site is not looking up. No one's even considering how deep Mousesports could be, but they're taking their time. And with this time being taken, Astralis might look elsewhere. Too late. S-Tag gets pinched. Dupree on the site, helped out by Magis, who will drop the bomb coming through main. It's a clutch back for Astralis, perhaps, but now it's onto Dupree at the back of the site, one-on-one. The bomb on Rops, he can go right down the vents and play the mind games if he wants.
Oh, Dupree, you're not in the hut.
And he thought he had.
I think that's exactly what you said. Also, I think that's what you picked.
Well, we'll let the prediction graphics speak for themselves. Rob's dead through this smoke. He tries to run out A and look for an opener. Dupree is ready for it. He has been on the receiving end some batterings, but this time he's dishing out the servings. 2 for him.
Peaky guy with a USP. He's low. And then it's like, oh, well, he's not. Dupree over here up on top of the hut. And oh, my goodness. They are low now, and it's all on the back of Dupree. 13 on the board for Astralis.
He's hungry for more. Now back towards hell. Only with a rifle, these AKs are going to outwit him quickly, and BMAS with a quick shot does drop him. They know that one was B, and so that leaves A up for the taking. Device coming up from the behind. Rops is holding with the AWP. He's taking this over Karrigan in this round, and for good reason, finding that kill. And S-Tag dropping B-Maz below. Karrigan's already above, entering into the site. He just dodges death. He knows dupreeh is now below in A. Both players here, the info's there. They've got the kills, and there's no waiting around for Mousesports. They pounce, and they crunch that A site.
And look at him, look at Karrigan. He's looking for a bit more. Now, he probably isn't ready for Glaive, so yeah, hyping him up. There he is. Get in the back, of course, here. Mousesports in a 4-on-5 as now they seep their way down into this lower site.
It's like anything that Harry says.
Turns to complete and utter.
The opposite is what I was going for there. Not any other, words to use to describe that.
S-Tag on solo B here. He's going to lock it down too with the bomb drop. He's going in for more of the pre-fire on the feet.
And this is why Hugo and I picked Astralis right to begin with. I mean, it's pretty blatantly apparent why.
Pretty clear.
And Harry, having picked Mousesports, you can tell a little bit of wiggle there.
Yeah, I like the confident run yard after a pause, right? Last thing Astralis were expecting, no smokes to give it away. High flash, Device playing the one way. We see more and more people doing this as of late. There's already a cross into Garage. He realizes, does he? Back and forth, and then back again is Karrigan with the opening kill, taking down the AWP of Astralis. S-Tag swinging. Rops has a Galil, and he out-duels an AK. That should not be happening. It's Mousesports with a 5-on-3 with access to B, and Glaive is already there.
Look at Chris, man. Look at how fast he's in heaven. Astralis is still worried about a main split. Mate, it's not main you need to be worried about. It's Chris J coming in through the heavens, and main as it turns out. Karrigan gonna nail dupreeh through that angle. Up comes the rotation into ramp, and while Glaive does get the better of Rops, it's still a 2v4 that Astralis have got to pull out of absolutely nowhere to somehow find this round, but they look keen. They look like they want to go for it, and they might see Chris, who's like just taking a stroll at this moment in time up on the rafters. Frozen does bail him out of danger.
And thank Karrigan for getting those openers. dupreeh and Device dead. And they start to put the pressure on. Glaive cut off by Util. He can't see, he can't stop them. But he can calm that they could be here. Device with one, dropping Karrigan in through main, and the A hit comes through.
But Glaive has dealt with Frozen. No, for Mousesports, it might all fall apart here. Up against 14, we're looking at Rops, we're looking at Chris J, and we're thinking, well, can Rops navigate this one alone? 1v4, Astralis, they get 15. They get map point. They look to take us to Inferno, where all good series go to end. And now we see Mousesports.
Glaive, he's pushed outside, man. We've not seen him aggressive in many of these rounds, and so this could be something that Mousesports don't plan for. B-Maz is checking it, but Glaive only gets the dink. The M4 strikes back, and Mouz'a the opening kill. 8 HP on B-Maz through main. The flash is good, and Chris has got another. Oh no, Mousesports are clearing out this A site. They're running him down, and it's only 2 up for Astralis. They might have to save.
Very, very poor buy on the other side. It looks like they've escaped unscathed. That Mouz are not outside, and that this play is happening elsewhere. Magisk holding close with an auto shotgun, ready and raring to go. The ramp push comes in, and S-Tag mops it up with a double. dupreeh follows up, and it might all be for naught for Mouz, as now it's only Frozen left alive. 1v5, and absolutely... oh dear, Mousesports, they tried so hard and they got so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. Astralis take this second map.
Thank you,
Take it away.
Couldn't do it without your support, day in, day
out. Man, we'll be here.
Bring me down, you push me up. Sideways, left, right, every decision. It's all over the place. And so are Mousesports running right through middle. Fast up through the smoke as well. Second flash keeps dupreeh back, and he gets hounded down by Chris J, who will wrap A. Magisk here at short side with a CZ. With one, Device joins the party with a dink onto B-Maz as well. Magisk is firing up, and Glaive's run through smokes to get control of the bomb. Rops alone. And Device is on the box. He is ready to hit a shot. Jumping up with a flashbang. Rops. He's pinned. Device is falling through the air, and he will close the round. Astralis take their pistol.
Here we are. Speaking of Cash. Cash rules everything around us except for Counter-Strike Global Offensive players. In which case, it's Karrigan. Takes down dupreeh. S-Tag takes down Karrigan in response, and Cash still not in the map pool.
Thank goodness. Oh, no.
Watch your mouth.
That was so raw. That was so real.
Was that the spirit of FM Pwn? Is that how you say his name? I've never said that out loud.
How are you going to talk about someone's spirit if you can't even say their name?
Oh dear, Magisk, he's a walking spirit in this one, and he's in their nightmares. But BMAS, he wakes up, and he's all good. He shuts it down. Chris is holding the flank, and oh, Chris, you had one job. They're already up and past him. S-Tag just leaps into the bullets. 2-on-3 as that bomb goes down. Mouz, they're feeling confident. They're feeling good. Chris J.
Saving Trace. That's... oh, God. This better not keep up. You've done one round. Saving Trace. Saving is when you do what exactly Astralis is doing. You know the round's lost, but you need your guns, and boy, are they expensive, so you run.
But you can't die, right?
Correct.
Oh, dude, okay, sick. Well, that adds some pressure.
Oh,
look, he's on his way. He's on his way.
So what does that mean exactly, Hugo? If S-Tag gets another kill, he's up to 6.
These are names that you never thought you'd be seeing together, but here they are. Let's see what they can do as they look to put on a show. The nade finds great damage.
Boy.
Glaive holding on to his. And S-Tag, he's just embarrassed Glaive with how successful his nade was. So Glaive's now out for redemption, trying to shut this round down. He's only good for 1, but S-Tag holds on. It's a 2-on-4 for Mouz as they just about creep into this site. And they might be able to get the bomb down. Rops has gone aggressive. Now, does this just lead to his teammate getting sacrificed for the cause? Because that could certainly happen with no one here to watch over this bomb. Rops tries to swing, and he does make quick work of Device, but Frozen needs one of these fights to go his way, and they don't. It's all left on to Rops in a 1v2, and he's not able to navigate it. So Astralis, they're straight in with a response, picking up a 4th.
Maybe the sails are broken, but the wind, that just keeps on flowing. That just keeps on blowing, and
Broken wind
Karrigan
keeps on flowing. Well, we're here now.
Yeah, look.
Solo B.
Look at
This car
S-Tag.
over right here at B.
What's he do? Oh, Karrigan quick on the flick. And that's it. The B bomb site belongs to Mousesports. It's that easy sometimes. Why don't they just do that every round?
Yeah, dude.
Hugo, why don't they just do that every round?
No, we can't just keep asking Hugo, man. He's got a lot of answers, but if we make him remove all those answers from his brain all in one go, Rops is hungry to do that long-term economic damage. And well, with Magisk seeing him, Rops will get 1, and that's pretty much all he needed to get. And that's all he's running in this round. Rifles for everyone else, and they have been able to go pretty ham on the util, but they've already lost S-Tag early on. That's a double-ended disaster right there as well, because he had all the utility for Astralis. Not all of it, but a bunch of it.
Yeah, nice response though. Karrigan dropped with a swing of Glaive. He'll go back in for more, but there's no flash. It doesn't matter. Chris is still blind from the earlier one. Device does that, and Glaive keeps us up. But on a map like Inferno, it's going to be a lot harder to pull those shenanigans off. Not if Device gives up the kill, walking through the smoke on B, going elsewhere. Smoke down, walked through. By Rops, and Magisk can drop the bomb. The back shown. He gets the kill. Does he know where Rops has gone? Coming back in through the boiler. Missed shots. And Rops with a chance now. Back through apartments. Dupree's gone to the site to try and keep this one standing.
Into the B site he goes. Glaive holding for the cross. And it's Rops trying to run the gauntlet. And you guys didn't tweet fast enough. So ultimately... And Chris J gets obliterated by that nade. Rops as well. Up here in the apartments. Magisk on the other side. Rops is flashed in. Magisk tries to drop down, but he dies on the final bullet from Rops, who's opened this round up and is looking to close it out as well. A quick double. And now this A site overrun by Mouz. And when you get overrun by Mice, you normally call in the exterminators. But for Astralis, they take an extreme alternative and they just leave. They just give it up.
I think they're, yeah, something like
green
that.
bold. Okay, well.
Yeah, something like that. I mean, but
maybe you get so stressed your hair falls out, Trace. Who knows? Oh, 2 still at the top of B. They're trapped. They're looking to fight their way out. Karrigan.
Oh, that was cool, though.
Great stuff from Glaive to get out of there alive. Even jumps past them. He won't waste his Molotov.
Instead of just 1 LUL.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Nailed that one. I had to think it through. I thought you meant ULL. I was like, no. That's not what I'm saying.
Really what we're saying here, but a big B hit here from Mousesports, and they're going to be storming through. Device hiding out pretty well in the back of sight. Surprise, Bemis. You're not alone, my friend, and neither are you, Rops. What else does Device have for us stored up? Looks like he's not going to need to use much more out of the think tank because Glaive and company have shut this one completely down. B is closed.
Mousesports decide we don't want anything to do with Long. We don't really want to go there, and especially not with Rops opening up onto the player down in pit. The Deagle doing more damage. This could spiral wildly out of control. Dupree throwing his nade, long arm down into the pit. As the response, Karrigan and dupreeh are playing catch. What's going on? The nades do a bit of damage either way, but it is Mouz with the man advantage. Karrigan gets info as well that players are coming in from short, and that there is a blinder of a shot hit onto Glaive. S-Tag and dupreeh, this is a horrible moment of time to find yourself in for Astralis, where you just have to say,
yeah, that's just Inferno, man. Like, get a couple of kills in the right place at the right time, but that's a big risk.
Yeah, 4 deep for Astralis on A. So if they do commit to this, if Mousesports do commit to this, which is hard to say they would, considering we're off to be the first one to fall, you know what? Karrigan's going to go out the same way.
I don't think he expected Glaive still in that position. He tries to repeat, but he just wasn't ready for the fight. Now the bomb comes back up. dupreeh spots it. Only for a second. That should be info for Astralis. They're going to double peek. Great face device. Trades both. And he's going to put Mousesports down in a 1-on-3. Then back to A. And then they get double peeked. So
yeah, and that double peek right there is just intuition, right?
Karrigan holding B. Everyone else has long for free. This is great control for Mousesports. Astralis are watching it from the wrap, but dupreeh just left. Oh, Chris has heard the footsteps. He knows he can call. Guys, if you want to go B, that's an option right now, but his back is contaminated as well. Glaive is here. BMAS has his attention. Oh, this is all over the place. Chris dropping dupreeh in the library. Glaive is still hanging around spawn. This kill is everything, and Chris has got it. B is open like for free for Mousesports. It's only S-Tag here, and he's dedicated to watching the CT spawn because of this flank.
Like a can of tuna, I think is what you were going for.
Yeah, I was going to say, oh, wait.
What's going on here? What's going on in A? Because S-Tag is now held down the B play.
Oh, my.
Oh, goodness. Mouz, this was a 5-on-3. And then you had S-Tag giving a back rub to Rops over in the apartments. Time ticking away. Very little time for Astralis. They need these kills, and they need them quick. The gap getting closed. Now the peek from Karrigan, but the first shot misses. Frozen delivers at least. And the time is too far gone. Frozen with 2. And that there is Mousesports picking up a 5th round, keeping this one ticking over. And now this round decides who wins out this first half of play. Only that 1 round advantage, but if this series is anything to go by, 1 or 2 rounds can make all the difference, and Karrigan knows that better than most. He gets stuck in over at the top of Banana. Glaive on the receiving end of Karrigan.
I love how they get BMAS to become an entry fragger, but Karrigan's still here like, no, I'm going in first. I'm going to be doing the work, and he often does. He's been getting a lot of these top B picks, but picked back by device is BMAS, and Karrigan's fallen as well. Mousesports tending back into this A site with 2 on the defense, set up in the pit with a crossfire. Long is open, but that's not a worry. Mousesports smoke it, and they walk into the stack.
Here they go. That nade into the pit. The double nade has done a lot of damage onto Magis, but through the nades, through the shrapnel, he's put up a double. It's all onto Frozen. But this guy's delivered us so many clutches. This one, you're asking a lot of him. What can he do? There's the first peak and the last peak that they needed. S-Tag there to nail it. And Astralis, they do win out this first half at 8-7.
Yes, indeed. Right up B for Astralis. This T-side pistol is full of utility grenades everywhere and bullets in the face, or at least of Rops. He's going to drop quickly.
Come on, startled it. Nades go in. Nades go in. They get the A site. And if you're hearing this as Mousesports, you're already thinking, well, guys, we screwed up. This might just be a save, and quite an anticlimactic pistol round, if I do say so myself.
Feels too good to be true for us.
Lied to almost. Like, we were guaranteed a good pistol, and like probably really close, a lot of different frags, but how will you ever recover?
We built a bond with it, man. We built a bond with it. S-Tag at least, like.
11-7 currently. We're going to see the boost in the back of the site. It's going to be Chris J that they entrust with that. That silenced M4. Should get a couple of dinks off right here. On to Devi.
As the start trade is imminent, though. Frozen with a nade, and now they know where he is. From the boost and from the trajectory, he doesn't have any way to get out of here alive. No time to smoke. He goes for the fight as the molly burns, and Magis Blind takes him down. Oh, look! It's a save. What a shocker. What a surprise. Yes. Welcome to Inferno. You must be new here, because Mousesports hindsight it and go, oh, man, they should be 3B. But then if they go 3B, you get abs dropped, or Astralis come out middle. And, you know, even if you play things right,
to what Astralis are bringing to the table. And that's why so often we see them, like, you know, losing 2 players and then the round coming to a close. But Karrigan and BMAS took a peek into middle, and they saw that there was no one there. So they rotated Karrigan around early into this B site. And that could be an answer to this problem that Astralis have posed. Down with the first. But there's the follow-up. Carrigan does get bested immediately after, and they know that Chris is here. He tries to disappear, but they do find him. And for Mouz, it might have to be...
No, don't say it.
But that's the ridiculous thing. Mouz had 3B, as you said. They get the 2 opening kills in the site, a 5-on-3, and immediate trades for Astralis. And somehow, some way, they're in favor. BMAS, he wants to save. His mind's telling him no, but his body's telling him yes. And at the same time, he's still here fighting because you're just losing round after round. The AWP is going to send him down, and now Rops is gone. What an excellent round for Astralis to walk into a stack site, to be down like that, and to still come out on top. Astralis won apps. They've not really been too present here, and the wallbangs are doing good damage. BMAS low. Oh, it can finish it. It does. Even almost more to Rops, who gets hunted down. The bullets slow him, and dupreeh finishes the job. Quick reposition for Carrigan. Can he get more than one? The smoke is in. They can go through it, but they opt not to. They've already got the man up. They don't need to throw bodies at Carrigan as he waits to body them. Good flash, pushes him back, and Chris has killed one of B. The bomb's still back in T-spawn. They're just looking to battle tooth and nail into the site, and now they're considering the bomb. Now they're realizing the error of their ways, as one of them might have to go back.
We've seen this before.
Who do you reckon's getting the blame for this? Who do you reckon's getting the blame for leaving the bomb? Is it S-Tag or is it Magisk?
Or KRB.
This is smart, though. S-Tag can just wait here forever. Oh, don't worry, they've mollied him. I was going to say it could have been good. It's a hard spot to clear, but Chris is going to do it with the AWP. Oh, boy. And now they're wondering, wait, where's he gone?
Yeah, this isn't like... So he might be good to survive the crossing. Frozen gets the info. They know that he's on B now. Magisk actually going to look for this kill to try and make it a 1v1. And a 1v1, he shall make it. As now that bomb plant comes on in. Magisk versus Chris J. Molly forces him forward. Chris going with the peek and a missed shot. Magisk lines it up. The 1v2 puts a 14th on the board for Astralis, and he shows us that they do not want that AWP.
The main reason Astralis didn't get the bomb is they didn't expect such success from the wallbang, finding basically 2 kills off of it. Oh dear, this time the shots won't connect though. S-Tag gets 1, he's traded. Device keeps things even at the top of B with an opener there, but he's down to 2 thanks to the grenade. He'll fall out in case there's more to be found. Pushing middle at the perfect point. No one's considered it. Astralis just cleared it. Magis is dead at the top of B. Rops on the flank. Device is low, and it's clean up for Mousesports. Their first CT round. Astralis just committing with the smokes. Carrigan should know what to expect, and a quick shot to back off. He gets one on the long side. S-Tag can't see him come through the motor smoke. He is holding for it. Carrigan running through the wide side, so he won't get spotted. But now he needs to put up some kills. Oh, he can't cover. BMAS dead in the pit. Carrigan 2 missed shots, and that might just be the missed round. Rops in the pit, still standing strong, but dupreeh drops on his head and keeps Astralis in a 3-on-2. Rops could have made that even Stevens on the retake, but now Mousesports and man down, and they need to go for it.
Yeah, they can't afford to be shy here.
Yeah, they've just got to do it. And that's what they're trying to do, right? Grouping up over towards long. They deal with the first. dupreeh dropped. Now they move in for the kill. S-Tag down here in pit, playing the timing, playing the contact with Magisk, and there's one. S-Tag spraying away, and he locks in match and series point for Astralis, 15.
Nuke may have been quite the calamity, quite the comeback for Mousesports, but Astralis sent a message at the end of the series, and they look to end the series. Rob's crossed. dupreeh didn't realize. Oh dear, alarm bells are starting to ring, and Mousesports are starting to spin back towards spawn. Rob's on a rotate, 20 seconds. Astralis need to go.
Yeah, in they go. Magisk on the front line, looking to get past Carrigan, but he's not going to give up easily. Fighting tooth and nail to keep Mouz in this game. And BMAS down in the pit, helping out massively. There's just no time for Glaive. As Mouz put up a 9th, they just about keep their heads above water.
But if this were to end on some deagles, man, Heartbreak City.
Yeah, this is what Mousesports need to get under wraps, right? Astralis forcing, they're giving it a go. They're going to go for a fast one as well. Hunt down this long player, Carrigan. Oh dear, back in with a missed shot. The smoke is a problem, and he's going to run away from it. They hunt down the players in the site. dupreeh with an opener, and it's just BMAS left. He gets overwhelmed as well, and Astralis holding their W keys flat firmly on the keyboard, might just be pushing it over the line.
Yeah, this is wild. This is pistol armor. Mousesports, they know that they should not be losing to this, so they're trying to save face, but they're also trying to save Inferno. Getting past the Deegs, getting past the Techs. It's proven to be a challenge, but Frozen has helped keep things in a doable spot. 2-on-3. as they move in. Down in the pit, dupreeh lurks. In the site, 2 players for Astralis. Frozen, man in the front. Karrigan backing him up from behind, and here comes the push. Down goes Frozen, and Karrigan is cancelled out as well. Astralis, they get it done on the 4 spy. They win this series over Mouz'a. Hard-fought battle.